Welcome back to Warzone Workshop. Today is the day. It is unboxing day, but not just any unboxing day. Today is the Airsoft GI Custom Early Bird Special Raffle Giveaway V4 gun number 2 that I happen to win. And now I'm gonna unbox it. We'll take a preliminary look at the gun, first impressions, and then I'll review it and I'll post the review video. And we'll see if Airsoft GI's top techs have what it takes to make the best airsoft gun on the market. And I'm going to start right here. Ooh, oh, the best part. Paper! Here. Hang out with me for a little while in our little fort while we bring the next part. The bag. And the paperwork, which is telling me that I won this from the early bird raffle. More paper. And this. I would normally throw this in front of me onto the floor, but my beautiful dog Snowflake is joining me today. So I'll put it behind me instead of throwing it on my dog. Tan gun bag, really nice gun bag actually. What's this fit? Vism performance gear. This is a fantastic gun bag. It's got a little thing for your identification or whatever. It's got loops, which unfortunately these are plastic little loops. I wouldn't use this for a sling for this case if I was going to put something heavy in it. Of course the handle is nice and solid. Airsoft GI Custom Spectre SMG AEG little tag, which I will keep forever. And let's go ahead and open the top pocket. Ooh, and that's where the magazine is. Now here's the sling for the gun bag, which is actually got nice, really nice plastic hooks on it. Here, as far as plastic hooks go, that's pretty cool looking. Here's the SMG magazine, which is an MP5 polymer magazine with a little pull tab on the bottom for pulling it out of your plate carrier. That's a nice polymer magazine. Promising so far. That's a pretty nice feeling magazine. Got a little creakiness to it, but it is, it is a polymer magazine after all. And it says Made in China on it. But I'll be getting metal mid caps for this, so this will just be a display magazine more than likely. It's got some pouches on here for your typical M4 magazines, and then other SMG mags and stuff. That's really nice. You can actually put a whole gun up in there. Now for the larger pocket, which is where the SMG is, no doubt. I have to open this pocket. Oh. Excuse me a moment. Oh baby. Oh. Oh baby. Oh. Oh my goodness. Woo! Now, I'm not sure what the base gun is for this build. but it's a polymer build. That's actually a really nice looking stock. I actually really dig that. Definitely wobbly. In fact, the castle nut here has to be tightened. I'll take care of that. Handguard and barrel got some creakiness to it. Definitely some flexing in there in the whole barrel. Not sure about that. No battery in the gun. Okay. It's got a the top rail is wobbly. I'm not so sure about this. Little BCM hand stop there. Of course, the tri-lug orange tip. But polymer front sight, polymer handguard, polymer outer barrel, polymer upper receiver, polymer lower receiver, polymer magazine, metal magazine release, thank God, metal trigger, of course this is polymer, just like it should be, metal selector, very stiff. Plastic rear sight, and it's like spring. That's weird. I'm not sure how what I think about that sight. I hope I can remove that thing. That doesn't feel good at all. And then my battery should go back in the stock, right? Please be wired to the rear. Yes. And it's wired to Dean's. Okay. Well, that's good. Wired to Dean's. I'll be able to put a battery on that. Now, as far as this, a polymer build MP5, it's very light. Very light. I'm just not sure if it's a $500 airsoft gun. I can't wait to try this thing and see how it performs, because it might just blow me away. But right now, judging by the weirdness of the polymer build and the wobbliness of some of the parts, I'm probably going to take this whole front end and just replace it with a metal one if I can. I might take the guts out of this and just put them into a metal MP5. It might end up being what I do. Because I like metal on my gun. But if they really do tech the crap out of these, it might be a way to get a nice polymer lightweight build that shoots really well. So we'll have to see about that. Welcome back to Airsoft Workshop. Today I'm going to be doing a little test with the Airsoft GI custom gun that I just received. Welcome back to Warzone Workshop. Today I'm going to be going through and testing the Airsoft GI Spectre Custom SMG. But the only battery I had that had Dean's connections to it I don't use a lot of Dean's connected batteries. And the only ones I have are for my custom G-made sawback here with John Wick. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that off. This is my my Jeep, and that thing's fantastic. Separate video on that, but it had a battery that's Dean's connected, so I'm gonna put that onto the MP5 here, load up its magazine, take some shots. All right, so shooting test for the Airsoft GI Custom Spectre. I'm going to be comparing it in this video with the Echo 1 Combat Master EBR M14. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this one first, standing behind the camera in semi-automatic with a 9.6 nunchuck battery inside this one. I'm going to go ahead and mark where 50 feet, 100 feet, 150 feet, and 200 feet are. And now I'm going to go ahead and take some shots. All right. Easy 50-foot shot. All right, so here we go. I got a battery in the buffer tube here. It wasn't really the right size to fit into the buffer tube, but it is a Dean's connected battery. Go ahead and popping it to semi-auto, turning on my Ace Tech chronograph, and taking a shot in semi-auto. I got a dead trigger. Flipping it to safe. Back to semi-auto. Dead trigger. Flipping it to full auto. Back to semi-auto. It's shooting 2 rounds. So I guess it's set for a burst fire in semi-auto. Because it's consistently firing 2 rounds. And the FPS I'm getting is 310.5. Yeah, it's consistently firing 2 rounds. Then full auto. Let's see what that rate of fire is. I don't know how many rounds are left in this thing. Whoa. 24 rounds per second? This thing's shooting pretty quick. Definitely some aftermarket parts going on inside that. Magazine's empty. It's all right. So the Airsoft GI Custom Spectre. Is it worth the price tag? It depends. For someone who doesn't mind doing their own tech work, I'd say get those parts and put them into a metal gun, a full metal gun, and avoid doing the because if you're going to be getting high-end parts, and the only reason to put them into a polymer build would be to make it as light as possible. And I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad gun. I'm just saying that those parts might be better served in a more robust form factor, like a full metal kit for the MP5. Is getting this for free worth it? Yeah, heck yeah. The parts that are in this are fantastic. And if you're not a fan of the MP5, you can strip the parts out of the MP5 and you can put them into any gun that you want. That's kind of the whole point, is to show you what Airsoft GI can do, so that if you wanted to have some custom work done to a gun that you have, you could have them do the custom work and you'd have an idea of what to expect. So this polymer gun can be a sacrificial lamb to just hold the parts in it that they did tech work with. And if you want, you can take them out, upgrade a different gun with those parts, and then put regular parts back into this thing and just have this thing as a spare gun. It's a way of showing you what they can do custom without dedicating yourself to a very expensive build. Because if this was on an already expensive MP5 that was metal, you know, a full metal MP5, that's going to cost $300-400, and then on top of that they put a couple extra $100 worth of parts, and then more crucially time into, you're looking at spending $1,000 to get an MP5, whereas you could get this MP5 for, I think it was $500, and it has all the parts and it has the, you know, the custom work put into making it function really well, but you're not out that much. You can, you know, you can use it, get a feel for it, and then once you have a different gun to put those parts in, you can take the parts out, put them into a nice high-end body, and then put the parts that came with that nice body into this. And then you'll still have two MP5s, but you're not going to have to drop all the money at once. So is it worth buying an Airsoft GI custom gun? Like I said, it depends on if you want to do the custom work yourself up front, or if you want to have the parts and know that they're going to work together properly, and then just put them in another gun later on. Really, it's up to you. I suggest, with anything, watch a bunch of videos on YouTube before you make your decision. Hopefully, some of them are mine. I'll see you next time in the war zone.